Okay guys, this is a Remington Tent. This is a big tent, 2 compartments I think. But anyway, a friend of mine gave me this tent, and here are the poles to it. And here's some instructions on it here. And that's the way it looks when you get through, which this design is pretty much like a Coleman tent, looks like to me. And this is about 12 years old, I think. So anyway, we're going to put it up, and you can see the poles, how they go right there. And so I know that there, you guys out there, you can't read instructions. It's not a man thing for you to read instructions. But so somebody has to do it for you. So hopefully I can show you how to put this tent together, so you don't have to read the instructions, and we'd rather be beat than read the instructions. So he only used it a few times, he said, and so he gets like 12 years old. So we're going to put it up and see what it looks like. Okay, right here is where I'm going to put this. Took a rake and raked up any stones, any sticks, any twigs, anything that could puncture a hole in the bottom of this. You want it, if you can, well, you can crawl around on your knees in this area right here. And if you won't put your knee on a stone or a root or something like that. Okay. All I want to do right now is put it up, and then I'm gonna move it and put a tarp underneath it. So this is kind of an area right here. Okay. Okay, I got this tarp laid down, but it's folded double, so they give me extra protection on the ground too. Okay, this is kind of how it folds out like that. And you just have to unfold it and put the bottom on the bottom. Okay. So spread it out like the tarp. Okay. I started to lay it out, the tent out. It's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. So I had it double layered now. I had to pull back. So I think that should be big enough. Now, even though this tent's 12 years old, it looks like brand new. And this is the other side of it. See, that looks like brand new right there. It's got a little musk smell to it because it's been sitting up for a while, but you can tell it's not hurt at all. It's in great shape. So, again, basically all I want to do is put it up, see how it looks, and then I can move it. Okay. Okay. It did have yellow stakes, the long ones, and that's what you need on each tent. Don't use factory stakes. You get the long, heavy-duty ones, because wind and stuff like that will pull up those little ones. So it has 8 stakes here, one on each corner. I put one here, pulled it tight a little bit there, put one there, pull it tight here, put one, pull it tight here and put one, then pull it here kind of tight, put one, and then here. So 8 stakes there. Now we got put our poles up here. Okay, these are the poles. Now some of them are marked. This is red, this is blue. So red and blue, they have a particular order they have to go in. That's yellow. That's yellow. So yellow, red, here, and blue. So you got to follow this code for that. Otherwise, it's probably going to look warped bad. Okay, I know inquiring minds want to know. This is 5-year warranty on this tent right here. You can kind of scroll that. It doesn't tell you exactly the model of this tent. And this right here is some very basic instructions. That'd be a nice place to go camping there, wouldn't it? Tent care and instruction. Still does not give me a model number on here. This is what this looks like here. This is what this looks like here. I guess they think everybody has the same tent or knows what it is. My friend said this tent's like 12 years old, so 2010. This tent, he said it was big, but I didn't think he meant this big. And here's the finished product right here, guys. This is one huge tent. And so I know you guys, if you have one of these and you get your hands on one of these and you want to know how to put it together, I'm gonna tell you how to put it together, okay? So you don't have to read the manual on this. It's not very hard to put up, but the only thing that's going to really confuse you, now once you see the tent up, you get an idea how it's supposed to look. Okay, that helps a lot. Number one, the thing that's going to get you is the poles on it. I learned this the hard way, just so that you don't have to read the manual, if you can find a manual for it. I can't find anything on Remington Tent much, but I've got the paperwork and stuff that come with this tent. One, you have 4 poles, one on each corner. These are long poles. Do not confuse them with the shorter poles. Up here, there's an elbow on each corner. Make sure that these long poles go into the elbow. Number 2, these poles right here, there are 4 of them. They are short poles, okay? They are short poles, 4 of them. Do not put short poles down here. Do not put these poles, these ones where you see the yellow on them, they go through the tent tarp there to hold it up. Do not confuse these poles with this one here. Oh, look at this. Beautiful cardinal. That's the thing about being outside. You can see all these beautiful birds. This camera's not doing it justice. Okay, back to tent. These 4 poles are the same length. Do not confuse these 4 poles with this one, horizontal one. This pole right here is the shortest of all the poles. There are none shorter than this pole. Okay? So, when you get your poles, find the shortest one. That will be your centerpiece here. Find your next 4 shortest poles. They will be these 4 right here. There's one on the other side. And then your long poles will be these long poles here. There's 4 of those. And inside here is a chain that holds these together, but it's got a spring, but the spring is kind of weak. So you can use some duct tape to put over this right here if you need to. And then we have an elbow right here, which is a nice looking elbow. And then we have a 3-piece section right here where you see 3 poles going into this 3-piece section. Looks kind of like a peace sign, okay? It's a 3-way. And you see where these poles go into the tarp, this yellow tarp to hold the tent up, and one in the center. So you have this 3-piece junction here, and on the other side of the tent you have the same 3-piece junction where these poles come together, okay? So you will see that again on the other side. And you've got a stake here, here, and here 3 on this side, 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and where the door is, there's 4 stakes. And when you put in the stakes, this is what it's going to look like. You've got this piece of material here, and your stake goes into that and holds this, just this. This right here is attached to it right here. And this right here is where the pole here goes inside that. And that's what holds this pole right here in place, okay? So don't put the pole in here. Put it inside this metal ring. All 4 corners have that. Then we have our windows. And they're zip-up windows too. I've got this rolled down. You can maybe see out the other side a little bit. These windows are like 3 feet high, on about 3 foot 2 inches across here too. So they're huge windows. On the front here is a smaller window, and this is like 2 feet 2 inches and 3 feet tall right here on this one. And you can see a curtain here, which there's a zipper. You can partition that off. If you look at the tent, it looks like it's brand new, what I can tell. The tent looks brand new. And so this is what the tent looks like right here. All I want to do is put it up so I know how it looks when I do put it up, and try it out. Now, of course, since it's been sitting up for a long time in a box, I've got a couple of cans of silicone spray, which is used to make a rain barrier on this material, this canvas. And I'm going to saturate the whole tent with it to make sure it preserves the outside of the tent from rain and moisture and all that. It probably needs that, it's been so long. And we got a round arch type door here. And I checked the zippers work good on it. They come all the way down here, and then they zip across here at the bottom. And you definitely want that. And look at the floor, looks brand spanking new. And our window here, I just rolled this down, and it's got the zippers here. And it's 8.5 feet across here, okay, and 12 feet this direction. So it's huge. And it's got this middle partition here with a zipper on it, so that in case you've got opposite sex in here. And the ceiling here is, I think it was 6.5 feet tall. So it's pretty tall. And on the other side here, we see we have a window here. That's 3 foot by 3 foot pretty much. And then our other window here is 2 foot by 2. So just really spacious. It does have a little odor to it. It's not bad, but you know, anything you've been setting up for several years, they do that. And this door right here, it's got a netting material too on it, so you can unzip the netting on the door and you know, have wind coming in here and through here and through here. So that's good. Okay, I want to show you, this is the door again. I just unzipped the cover there, so this is your netting right here. And so you're pretty spacious. Big window here, 3 foot. Big window here. You could use that for a window here, and a window here. So you got plenty of spaces for air to come in, especially in the summertime. So that's really nice. So again, silicone spray out. I'm gonna silicone spray that whole outside really, really well. Okay, and that'll protect it for a long time. Okay guys, this is the way she looks, the Remington Tent. 12 by 8.5 by like 6.5 foot tall. There's a woodpecker. You hear him drilling there. So hopefully this video will help you if you have something that looks like a Remington tent, because the rods are the only thing that confuse you, because you got 3 different lengths of rods here. You got to have the right ones in the right place. But mainly the one at the very top is the one that's the shortest of all. And these are a little bit longer up here, then these are the real long ones here. So. Okay, thanks for watching. Gary J.